Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Today we're looking at what I have in my collection. So let's start off with this stack right here. And let's start off with my favorite card, my Brock Purdy winning ticket card. Awesome. Not sure if the camera can pick up that, but it's sparkly. Not graded. And then if you're a Kings fan, you'll like this. 2 out of 10 Kevin Huerter card. This is a pretty cool one too. Let's put that right there in our stack. Let's go on with some graded cards now. Start with this Brock Purdy rookie card, 2022. And then a SGC 10, George Kittle. A PSA 10, Brock Purdy. And then put those to the side. And let's grab our next batch. Let's get this one first. This is a Washington Commanders Luke McCaffrey card. Rookie. And that one is pretty cool because I'm a Niners fan and I like Chris McCaffrey. Here is one of my first season ticket Brock Purdy's. This is my favorite type of card. Always like those. And a rookie stars, Joe Montana. A very awesome George Kittle. Super cool Steve Young. Fire Forged. And then one of my favorite Joe Montanas, Sparkly Finish. This is why I do the collection reviews, because I didn't even know I had this in my collection. Thunderline George Kittle. Super cool. I might have to pull that out. I don't know what his name is, but that card is super cool. Probably the reason I got it. And then this is my second favorite type of card, the cartoonish drawings. And there is Dan Marino. I love that player. Then I'm not sure which Raiders on the back. And then Brock Bowers. I think he's the greatest tight end. Share your opinion in the comments. Looks like it's a rookie card. 2024 rookie. And a Joe Montana card. Another cartoonish style. And then Brock Purdy while he was still number 14. That's one of my favorites. And then one of my favorite baseball players, Dave Henderson. Right there, put that to the side. And this one is probably the best card that we're going to be looking at today. Ken Griffey Jr. Patch. And let's move this stack over here. Let's look at some more graded cards. Here is a Trey Lance and another Trey Lance card. I like that shattered glass look of card. Let's go over here with another graded card. I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan, but somehow I have this in my collection. I have absolutely no idea what that says, because it's written in a different language. And then let's grab our next little section of cards. Super cool George Kittle. And let's see. Another really awesome George Kittle. Deion Sanders. And I don't know what his name is. I think it's Fred Warner. And then these are really cool basketball cards I have. I don't want to give a spoiler alert, but this is one of the cards that I pulled out of a pack that's going to be on the channel soon. I pulled that when I was doing one of them to make sure it's good for the channel. Eric Davis. I think that's what his name is. Let me just straighten these cards out, because they are in a very wonky position. Okay, all straightened out. This is mostly baseball. I'm going to shuffle through this faster. We don't have a lot of time left. That is a really cool Ted Williams. This is why we have to go through my collection. I don't know what I have. Then let's just take a quick look at that card. Looks like it's a Dolphins card. Not sure. If you're into baseball, I'll make a whole video about baseball soon. That is a really cool card. Let's see, who is that? Oh, this is one of my favorites, Dennis Eckersley. We've taken way too long. We haven't even finished the rowing. It's already 7 minutes. So we've been taking way too long looking at these cards, so I'm gonna shuffle through these fast. Kinda cool Eric Show card. Let's grab another batch here. That is a really cool card, pack pulled. And Tom Brady, my all-time favorite. And let's see here. Really cool cards. We have already taken way too long on the first row, so some of these rows are going to be a little faster than what I was expecting to have the rows time yet. Let's get this batch right here. George Kittle, Patrick Mahomes. Then there is one of my favorite cards, Joe Montana Resurgence. That over here. Barry Zito, if you didn't know, he's a famous singer and baseball player. That card is numbered 61 out of 75. Another Tom Brady, Steve Young, Joe Montana, Brock Bowers. Shuffling through these a little faster because another Brock Bowers. We've already taken way too much time. If I haven't mentioned that enough. There is a really cool Christian McCaffrey. This super awesome Dan Marino. One of my favorite cards. Then a Andrew, I don't know how to say his last name. And I'll just give you a sneak peek on these cards. It's a special from one that we're going to be opening soon. See how my cards falling down. Get them. back up to just grab all these out. Chipper Jones, Brock Bowers, Ricky Pearsall, and Larry Bird, best shooter of all time. Trekkie Hill, I'm not sure how to say his name. For all these years of liking him, I still don't know how to say his name. Jackson Holiday, one of my favorites. And that's a signed card, rookie. I don't know who that is. Another signed card. Isaiah Drake. And another signed card. I didn't know I have these in order of signed cards. Probably 5 minutes later, we pull a section out with more signed cards. Joe Montana. John Taylor. I met him before. Dan Marino. Joe Montana. More Dan Marino. John Taylor. And a really cool Lou Brock card. That's a pretty nice card right there. Trey Lance. Shuffling through these faster than I would like to. Brett Favre. Peyton Manning. I think that's his name. Trey Lance. We're kind of a little short on time for 2 rows. This might be a part 1, and then there might be a part 2, depending on how long my camera battery lasts. I don't know, maybe we'll get this done in 1 episode. Well, my camera battery's dying, so we might not get through the episode. Then this is where I keep all my packs. We're not going to pay too much attention to that. A super stuck card. Some more spoilers. Patrick Mahomes. Buster Posey. Chiefs, who is that? Travis Kelce. Let's put that card to the side. That's a pretty good one. Oh, Josh Allen. Pretty good card. I didn't know I had that. And this is why we're doing this collection review. I have absolutely no idea of what I have in my collection. So let's grab this. And they are all placed backwards. We're probably not going to be able to get through those cards today. I might have to sort them a little better, and we'll come back to them next time. But that's the end of that. Next, I want to get to already set part 2 of cards. And then I think we're going to get to my 2021 series of baseball. And then we're going to do a very special surprise after that. And then open a couple football packs. See you next time on Brock's Breaks.